This time of Chanuka that we are currently in is known as the Festival of Lights, a time of giving praise and thanksgiving, Halal and Hodor, to Hashem. We see that the first 3.5 weeks of Kislev are a time of darkness, and only then are they followed by this island of light. And the light is so powerful that not only does it spill into the next month, Teves, but it also continues to keep us and to give us strength up until Purim. Sometimes we have to experience this feeling of darkness, the loss, the pain, feeling of hopelessness, the struggles and difficulties that we all have on our levels, in order to truly appreciate the light. And we give praise to Hashem not just on the light, but also on the darkness, as we see that we can only truly appreciate the light once we've been through the darkness, and that's where the true growth and the struggles and the benefits come from, having gone through that process and that journey. And we see a connection with this, with Emunah as well, as opposed to MS. MS is very straightforward. It's Aleph, Mem, Tov. The letters of MS are Aleph, Mem, Tov. It's very clear from the beginning to the middle to the end. Whereas Emunah, the root of which is Omein, you have Aleph and Mem, so that's the beginning to the middle. But then afterwards you just have the letter Nun, which is the next letter, representing a step into the Nun, a step into the unknown, the darkness, which we step into based on the clarity and on the knowledge of the Aleph to the Mem, when it was light. And often we see that even after the Nes of Chanuka, the difficulties that we endured with the Yevonim didn't stop. We still had to struggle, and the Greek culture still had an effect, and it was still something that had an influence on Klal Yisrael. It was still a period of darkness, and it had this island of light, which is Chanuka, in the middle. And we see as well that when it comes to these periods of darkness, that we go through the darkness holding on to these times when there was light, and we see the occasional illuminating flashes of light, of clarity, of insight, and it's through these that we continue going through this journey of darkness. Even though we're in the darkness, we remember the light, and we see the occasional flashes of light along the way that Hashem has placed for us. And with this, I wanted to wish all a lovely Chanuka, a light-filled Chanuka, and may we be able to give praise and thanks to Hashem, not just on the light, but on the darkness too, and the growth and development that it brings us, and the new people that it makes us into. And I'd like to wish all a lovely, light-filled Chanuka.